Welcome to the last video of our 2022 summer trip series. In this video, we leave Aspen Campground up on top of the Mongolian rim and head down the 1,500 vertical foot grade of that steep escarpment to the valley below. Near the bottom, we pull into Sharp's Campground for a brief 2-week stay before resuming our journey and the video down to Payson, Arizona. And the video concludes with a final descent down into the desert through Fountain Hills and Scottsdale, then negotiating city traffic on the freeway as we head back to the birdhouse.
Now I'm at 2,000 RPM. I don't let it get much above 2,000 RPM. So when I'm going down in fourth gear, I will add the brake. You can hear the difference in tone. I take it down to 40, then I let it accelerate back up to 50. If the grade is too steep, then I can take it even slower and go into third. If I'm using the brakes too much, I'll take it on down to around 25 and then go to third gear and kind of do the same procedure. Notice how the speed's crept up. We're now at 2,000 RPM. It gets a little bit above that, maybe 2,100. Then I'll stab the brakes, one continuous pressure on the brake pedal down to my desired speed, then right off again. That does not heat up your brakes. I see people riding their brakes. That's a huge, big no-no. You definitely do not want to be riding your brakes ever. That's the surest way to heat them up. Now I'm just watching, going between my speed and the RPM. The RPM sitting at about 1,800 right now, slowly creeping up again. The speed limit going down this hill is 55, but I don't have to worry about that because I keep the speed down to 50 miles an hour or less. There's 50 miles an hour. We're accelerating, so I'm going to come back on the brakes again, take it right down to 40, and then back up again. 40 is not a hard and set number to take it down to, but that gives you a little bit of time while it accelerates back up to your 50 miles an hour or 2,000 to 2,100 RPM. Some of the Detroit birds, they have 3-stage Jakes, and they're much more effective than the engine brake is. There's 2,100 RPM, right back down to 40 knots, right, 40 miles per hour.
It's a 1,500-foot elevation change over maybe 2 miles, but definitely to be respected. A truck took out one of those guardrails last year. Our next campground's coming up here on the left right about now.
Welcome to Sharp Campground. I like this campground a lot. It's just a little bit warm in the summer. When Phoenix is sitting at 105 or 20 degrees, you're going to see 90 and change here. So it's just a little bit on the warm side. You can go right up there on the rim, midsummer, and it'll be quite comfortable in the very low 80s, high 70s. Everything looks secure. Let's get out of this place. Not that I want to. Be a good day for some wheeling. Didn't do any down at this campground. And I don't see anybody to say goodbye to. I'll see them next year. So at this time of year, it's perfect. A little cool at night. Gets down to 40-ish, low 40s.
From here, it's about a 20-minute drive down to Payson. That's Christopher Creek turnoff there on the right, and then nice road all the way down, and we're entering Star Valley here. It's a small little pass-through village just to the east of Payson. After that, we climb up and over a hill down into the Payson area where there's the main shopping area, and I'll slow things down a bit so we can see what it all looks like. There's the McDonald's on the left, and we are making a turn here at the biggest intersection in Payson onto Highway 87 off of 260. Fast food, a couple of nice restaurants, or decent restaurants that is. Package services, there is a U.S. Post Office here coming up on the right, and also several older hotels.
Valley. Wow, Speedway's down to 386. That's even lower than the Circle K across the street. But their diesel is not cheaper, and I don't understand that. We're going to pull into the casino and see if we can get us a parking spot for one night. There Campground's over here on the right, casino on the left.
So why am I spending the night here? Well, if I continued on down the hill, that would put me in the Phoenix traffic, and it's much better to spend one night here, leave mid-morning, and get there around noonish to avoid that nasty, nasty traffic. One of the drawbacks of this lot is it's unlevel. Left front tire is actually off the ground with a block, but it is level. Definitely worth checking out.
Well, a very pleasant good afternoon to everyone. We are on our way. It's going to take about maybe 2 hours to get to the valley. And it looks like my iPad's working with the Blue Fire. I played around with it last night and got it working, I think. This is the first big grade right here. This is probably the steepest descent right here. And this is the year I changed the coolant. It's been 2 years, hard to believe. I also changed all the filters, including fuel filters and oil filters and all of that stuff, and obviously changing the oil. This is quite the hill going down. You can see the road out there in the distance. It goes all a long way down, and then you have to climb back up and over and back down again on that ridge line ahead of us. Tesla that run out of juice. 6% next 4 miles. So it's a pretty healthy grade. And starting to pick up a little bit of cactus there on that ridge out in the distance. I don't know if you can see it with the first couple. Saguaro Lake Junction is 8 miles and Mesa is 32 miles. Climbing over the last major hill before we make our descent into the Valley of the Sun. The boulders. Some big boulders there. Out in the distance, that next ridge over there, you can see Weaver's Needle on the left, that little finger point thing. And that's the Superstition Mountain Range right there. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Something going on here, maybe an accident? I don't know. Looks like they got traffic stopped. We might be here a while.
And we were, about 20 minutes. Still don't know why. But eventually, the traffic started moving again and we were on our way.
Hope we don't see a really bad accident up here. Well, that's a real mystery, what happened. Well, there's the Fort McDowell, and it is Weekapaw. It's still the Fort McDowell Indian Casino. Fountain Hills. I remember coming out here in the 80s, and it was just the area right around the lake. They had this massive fountain, high pressure pumps. I wonder if it's still going. They would run it like every hour, you know, for like 2 or 3 minutes. So we're going to turn right onto the 101. We're going to go around Scottsdale and get on the 101 and head out. It eventually bends around to the west, where we're headed. I have decided that Phoenix is way too crowded of a metropolitan area.
After driving through some of the most remote areas of the United States for over 3 months, the Phoenix traffic was indeed a bit of a shock. This video will finish up the 2022 summer trip season, and I hope you enjoyed watching what for me was a record 18 videos. The United States is one beautiful country, and I would encourage you to get out there and see it. The next videos you see will be those from Quartzsite, Arizona, and the Bluebird Wanderlodge 2023 rally in the desert. That trip is literally just around the corner, so look for those videos soon. P.S. I hope to get them out in a much more timely fashion. So we'll see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next No Gas Welcome Aboard Ride Along video. Thanks for watching.